The month of August has witnessed a lot of positive vibes to raise the optimism stakes for the rest of the year. Here are the top 5 positive news stories of August 2021. Before we begin, please show us some love by liking our video, subscribing to our channel, and hitting the bell icon to receive notifications for upcoming positive listicle videos. Number 5. Polish Olympian auctions silver medal for infant's heart surgery, but winning bidder won't accept it. Polish javelin thrower Maria Andrzejczyk took the silver medal at the Tokyo Olympics. While she might have come in second at the games, what she did next was pure gold. Less than 2 weeks after ascending the winner's podium, Andrzejczyk took an extraordinary leap of generosity, auctioning off her medal to raise funds for Mibisek Mabies, an 8-month-old Polish boy in critical need of heart surgery. The athlete had never met Mibisek or his family. She learned of his struggles through social media. But 25-year-old Andrzejczyk, a cancer survivor herself, knew just how important obtaining timely medical intervention could be. All told, it was estimated that costs for medical expenses plus travel from Poland to California's Stanford University, where the operation would be performed, would total about $385,000. With half the sum already raised through online contributions, Andrzejczyk hoped her medal would bring in the rest. The winning bid not only met but exceeded the original fundraising goals. But it seems the winning bidders, Polish convenience store chains Abka, had some pretty big-hearted plans of their own. In honor of her winning ways both on the Olympic field and off, the company gifted Andrzejczyk back her medal. While silver has always been considered a precious metal, in this case, its value in helping save the life of a child was priceless, and that's a win of Olympic proportions for everyone. Number 4. German animal shelter posts Tinder profiles for lonely animals, hoping for a perfect match. The German animal shelter began using the Tinder dating app to post profiles of lonely dogs and cats looking for love. The Munich Animal Welfare Association hired an unnamed advertising agency to photograph a few of their adoptable animals and write some Tinder profiles to help find the perfect match. Several people have swiped right on Tinder, according to the shelter's representative Gillian Moss. The response is insane, it's exploding everywhere, she said. The shelter has been processing requests and doing interviews with the hope of finding proper homes for the single pets, pairing them with lonely humans. Number 3. Remarkable 10-year-old inspires the world to donate 500,000 books for kids. One boy is on a big mission to share the joys of reading with hundreds of thousands of other kids. Orion Jean is only 10 years old, but after winning a student kindness contest in 2020, he's caught the generosity bug. The number of books he's currently hoping to pool in donations for other kids in Texas? 500,000. Kindness is a virtue we can all possess. If we are willing to, he said. So why not start today? Because right now, it's what we need more than ever. Given that he's already collected 120,000 books so far, we think he might just manage his ambitious goal. Number 2. Sierra Leonean student turns footsteps into clean energy. Growing up during the civil war in Sierra Leone, Jeremiah Tharanka had a difficult childhood. Living with his single mother in a slum on the outskirts of Freetown, the country's capital, they relied on dirty charcoal and firewood to generate heat and light. When he was 10 years old, he was awarded a scholarship to attend one of the best schools in the region. Every day I was moving between two worlds, he says. There was electricity in abundance at school. Back home he witnessed the devastating effects of energy poverty. Many local children suffered from respiratory problems caused by smoke inhalation and struggled to keep up with their schoolwork without proper light. Families' reliance on firewood and cheap kerosene generators led to frequent house fires. Besides, forests in the area were destroyed as people chopped down trees for firewood. When he was 17 and studying at the African Leadership University in Rwanda, Tharanka founded Optim Energy, an innovative startup that uses kinetic energy, the energy objects have when in motion, to generate clean electricity. He developed a piezoelectric device that harnesses energy from heat, movement and pressure, all which occur naturally in the environment. When the device is placed under a road, in an area with a lot of traffic and passers-by, it absorbs the vibrations they create and uses them to generate an electric current. As nothing is being burned, no emissions are released in the process. Perhaps the most attractive element of the concept is that once the device has been installed, people produce energy without even realizing. Unlike other forms of renewable energy, such as solar or wind power, the device does not rely on certain weather conditions to produce electricity. Optim Energy ran a successful pilot program in Tharonka's local area, Kuntalit. Using 2 devices, the startup was able to provide power free of charge to 150 households, made up of 1,500 people, and 15 schools, with over 9,000 students. Hope this breakthrough innovation will help the world produce energy in a more sustainable way, impacting lives of millions all around the world. Number 1. Social BNB wants to restart tourism, but in a sustainable way. It was on a trip through Cambodia in 2016 that Cologne students met a very special person who was to turn everyone's lives upside down from then on. It was the encounter with the kind-hearted Sengnai, a local tuk-tuk driver with a great vision who wanted to provide fair education for all. Well aware of the importance of good English skills in today's globalized world, he wanted to build a school in his village of Phang Na that would provide free English lessons to local children. But what Mr. Thai lacked in money, he, in turn, did not lack in space. There were many unused rooms in his house, and so the students came up with an idea to help Mr. Thai realize his goal. The unused rooms could be repurposed as lodging for travelers. With the income, in turn, Mr. Thai could then perhaps realize his project financially after all. The idea was a complete success. In just 3 months, 20 travelers came to Phang Na. With this money, Mr. Thai was able to pay for an English teacher and even invest in computers and books to enhance the learning experience as such. The students realized that Mr. Thai could not be the only one to have this experience. So after extensive research, they found that over 60% of small, local NGOs have the same problem and rely heavily on donations, which in turn could usually not be realized due to the size of the organization. Without further ado, the Cologne students developed the online platform Social BNB in 2018, which connects travelers with exactly such organizations and started an extensive test phase. Through the income from overnight stays, the local partners become a bit less dependent on traditional donations and can thus advance and realize their projects. On the other hand, the travelers benefit from a local and authentic travel experience that they will not soon forget. The platform now offers a total of 180 places to stay in 45 countries around the world. With the ongoing pandemic, they are now looking to restart tourism in a more sustainable way that helps travelers not only to have a fulfilling experience, but to also contribute to the greater good. Multiply the positivity by sharing these sweet stories with your friends on social media. Like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications for upcoming positive listicle videos.